If you're anywhere near the UK mortgage industry, you absolutely know the name CeMAP. It's the gold standard, the benchmark qualification. But, after years of being that trusted standard, it's about to get a pretty major overhaul. So today, we're going to break down exactly what's changing and, more importantly, what it all means for you.
I mean, think about it. For over a quarter of a century, CeMAP has been the standard. It's the qualification that gets your foot in the door, and it's the one that both clients and employers really trust. But hey, the industry is always moving forward, and now so is CeMAP.
So let's just get right to the big question. What's actually changing? Because look, whether you're just thinking about starting or you're already halfway through your studies, these updates are definitely going to affect your journey.
We're going to walk through this in 4 simple parts. First up, what's new with the structure and the content. Then we'll talk about the benefits, the why behind all these changes. After that, we'll get into the practical stuff, how to navigate the transition. And we'll wrap it all up with the key dates and deadlines you absolutely need to have in your calendar.
Right then, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What are the actual nuts and bolts changes to the qualification structure and the stuff you'll be studying?
Okay, so the single biggest change, the one you really need to know, is this. Instead of having to study and then sit an exam for a whole module all at once, you can now tackle it one unit at a time. Seriously, think of it like moving from one giant, intimidating exam to a series of smaller, much more manageable steps. It's a massive shift toward flexibility.
Let's break down Module 1. The old UKFR is being replaced by the new FSRE module. That stands for Financial Services, Regulation, and Ethics. So what's the difference? Well, instead of one big 2-hour exam covering everything, it's now split into 2 separate 1-hour exams. Plus, the content itself has a much broader focus on the modern financial world, including ethics.
And you'll see the same logic applied to Module 2. The old way had 4 different units all crammed into one big 2-hour exam. Now that's being streamlined. The content is being consolidated into 2 more focused units. And just like the new Module 1, each of these units gets its very own separate 1-hour exam. It's all about making the material easier to digest and test on.
So, if you boil it all down, these updates are really about 4 key things. Giving you that amazing flexibility with unit-by-unit testing, keeping the content fresh and relevant to today's industry, improving the online learning tools, and making the whole exam process way more convenient.
Okay, now for the big so what. I mean, we've seen what's changing, but why should you care? Let's dig into the real-world benefits these updates are going to bring to your studies and ultimately your career.
The number one benefit has got to be flexibility. I mean, breaking the exams down into individual units means you can finally fit your studies around your life, not the other way around. You can really focus on one chunk of learning, master it, get the exam out of the way, and then move on to the next piece. It's all on your schedule.
And this might just be the biggest career booster of the whole update. That new FSRE module, it isn't just for CeMAP. It's a core building block for other major qualifications, like the Diploma for Financial Advisors. So passing it here means you get transferable credits. That could literally save you a huge amount of study time down the road and open up whole new career avenues. It's a game changer.
And all of this brings us to one word: control. No more stressing about finding and booking a slot at a test center. With the new online exam system, you are completely in the driver's seat. The moment you feel prepared, you can take the exam right from your own home whenever you're ready.
So how does this all work? It's through a system called Remote Invigilation on Brightspace. The main thing to know is that it's designed to be simple. There's no special software you have to install. You can just use your own PC or laptop, and you don't even have to book in advance. Seriously, if you wake up on a Tuesday morning feeling ready, you can just log in and take the exam. It's that seamless.
Okay, this next section is for everyone who's currently studying. This is your practical, step-by-step guide. Let's walk through exactly how you can navigate this transition smoothly without any headaches.
All right, let's talk dates. Get your calendars out for this. The first major cutoff is September 29th, 2025. After that day, you can only register for the new CeMAP. But if you're already registered, the most important date for you is January 12th, 2026. That is the absolute final day to sit exams for the current version before everyone who hasn't finished gets automatically moved over.
So, here's your simple 3-step action plan. First, assess your current status. Where are you at? Second, decide on your goal. Are you going to push to finish by that January 12th deadline, or are you going to prepare for the switch? And finally, act. Book those remaining exams early. And remember, if you do get transferred, it's not a punishment. Your registration actually gets reset, giving you a fresh 12 months to complete the new units. Now, what about all the hard work you've already put in? Don't worry, it all counts. This table shows exactly how your completed modules translate directly into exemptions for the new version. So, if you've already passed CeMAP 1, you're exempt from the new CeMAP 1. If you've passed Units 3 and 4 of Module 2, that covers you for the new MRT1 unit. Your progress is completely safe.
So there you have it. The CeMAP qualification is adapting. It's becoming more flexible, more modern, and, frankly, better aligned with the reality of a busy professional's life. It's all designed to give you more control over your career path. So the real question isn't just if you're ready for the change, it's how are you going to use this new flexibility to get ahead.